Hello, everyone. My name is Hala Abul Hassan, and I'm a speech language pathologist with the Early Childhood Birth Team. I'm going to talk to you about purposeful teaching during large group. Let's start by looking at a list of the speech and language skills that children develop at a young age. I've highlighted some of the competencies that can be observed and developed during large group activities. As we look at children between the ages of 1 and 2, children should learn how to point to a few body parts and follow simple commands. Between the ages of 2 and 3, they should be able to follow two-part directions, understand opposites like go, stop, big, little, and up, down. Between the ages of 3 and 4, we're trying to teach them to understand words for some colors, some shapes, to answer who, what, where questions, ask when and how questions, and say rhyming words. Between the ages of 4 and 5, we want our kids to learn how to use words for order, like first, next, last, to follow longer directions, and to tell a short story, as well as to use sentences that have more than one action word, like jump, play, and get. So, as you are planning to your large group activities, remember that your focus on or purpose can be to teach specific speech and language skills. You can also use large group to build phonological awareness skills. You can ask children to tap out the words in a sentence, syllables or sounds in a word to manipulate sounds, just like in the song Apples and Bananas. They can learn also segmenting multisyllabic words while tapping on different word parts or jumping with each syllable. Now, how to use large group to identify children who are manifesting a delay or difficulties in some areas of development, and how can we use large group to help build specific developing skills? Let's start with children who present with social pragmatic language skill difficulties and children on the autism spectrum. Large group gives us a chance to teach them to imitate gestures, sounds, and words. As we all know, imitating is one of the crucial first steps of learning. During large group, we can also teach them turn taking and joint attention. Now, when it comes to children that are not verbally communicating in our classroom, such as the selectively mute children or the ELL students that are in the silent phase, this is their chance to participate and even to act as leaders without having to use their words. What we could do is mimic our students' sounds or play behaviors to encourage them to vocalize and interact more. And hopefully, this way they'll copy us, and start taking turns with us and the rest of the children. As for children who stutter, one of the strategies to help improve speech fluency is to teach the speaker to follow a rhythm. During large group activities, we can practice following a rhythm and speaking or singing in a slow versus fast pace while tapping on the lap or with the foot. You might also use a large group to address unclear or unintelligible speech. You can use a multisensory approach to produce long words for a child, for instance, that omits a syllable in a multisyllabic word, such as the kids that might say pewter for computer or nana for banana. You can tap or jump each one of the syllables. Also, at large group, this is our chance to model accurate speech sounds and practice them. As we mentioned earlier, large group is a great time of the day to help develop language skills for children that are also presenting with language delays. So, such as we can take this opportunity to teach them vocabulary while using multisensory inputs, teach prepositions, spatial and temporal markers, and how to follow multi-step directions. I'd like to point out the usefulness of carrier phrases to address a variety of skills. What are carrier phrases? They're phrases in which the first few words stay the same and only the last words change. For example, I want, I found, I have, I see, do you have, where is. In large group, we use carrier phrases in nursery rhymes, books, and games. Reading a book like Brown Bear or playing games like memory game or go fish, modeling, help us model simple phrases like do you have a, or I found a, or I see. Carrier phrases can be a great way to help children learn to use longer sentences, and as a bonus, they can be used to help with lots of other speech and language skills as well. Carrier phrases work well because they can be used repetitively in an activity, giving children multiple opportunities to learn the phrase. Carrier phrases are great when working with children who stutter. Using carrier phrases can be a great way to slow an activity down, take turns, and use simple, repetitive speech to increase fluency in activities that are predictable and thus require a bit less complex language and a bit less thought about what they're going to say. So doing this helps increase fluency. And lastly, remember that large group can also help address proprioceptive skills. This is a great time of the day um, to work with a child that is either hyperactive or that does not respect personal boundaries, that crashes into things on purpose, plays rough, or on the other hand, the child that is clumsy or that has low energy. Large group activities can be used to alert, calm down, and improve focus and attention. You can find specific activities to address proprioceptive skills in the resource list that we will be sharing with you. Now, during this week, and as you prepare for our roundtable discussion, please think about the children in your classroom and how you can use large group to build specific developing skills. Thank you for your participation, and we'll see you at the roundtable.